Hello. We are back with another Spiderman, aka OM1 Double draft, and the best white card is in our first pack, Remarkable Readings. This thing very easily can win you the game by itself. Now we need to find another card to pair with it. Perfected Pastry is white, Free Strider Aces are white, but they are worse than Remorseless Coup. I think we will, and Clutter Cluster. I think we will take Clutter Cluster here and see if either the land, the Perilous Lunge, or one of the white cards wheels.
A wheel is a rotating circular component. The key part of the wheel and axle symbol.
Thank you, Gemini. Principal Referee here. It's fine. In white and in green, we don't have much. Damning Caress is probably the best card. It is black, but we could play 3 colors in this set without too much fuss. It's just if you get Janai, the green-white 2-drop, you typically will have a harder time playing a 3rd color. So let's take the Ref here and then Damning Caress. Okay, what a underwhelming pack. The best card is probably the Lane-In. And then we can take Free Strider Aces for signaling purposes, and it is a playable 3-drop. Okay, we'll take another lane in here. And a Crime Scene Instructor. Archangler Skyrod, I don't think we play. Even if we do get a spinner to go fetch it up. And from this pack, wow, the Arguer made it all the way around. But we could be either black-white. We actually black-white. I guess we'll take it and stay open. No real green cards. We'll grab the Chariot here, and this is just too expensive to equip. The Clandestine work. So right now we're largely black-white, which is not a real color pair, not an actual archetype. The Terminus of Return. 2-mana Mana Rock. I have not seen this before. Is this even playable? I feel like Rouse the Swarm. How many spiders do we have? Only one. So we'll take Wrath and the Crook. Exile a creature you control. And then we need to wait till upkeep for it to come back. Wow. Zan is the best card in this pack. It is green. And Mothwing Shroud. No other white cards or black cards in this pack. We could potentially pick up Steelweb Surveyor and help us play 3 colors. Chariot, we only want so many of if we do end up green main, but it looks more like we're black-white at this point. Okay, there's another good green card. Archivist. And are we mainline green? Do we need to be mainline green, or can we just splash for the Remarkable Readings and removal? These I don't want to particularly play. Same with Crime Scene Instructor. So let's say that we're green-black main for now. Pick up a Rouse the Swarm here. Cut the ref. Another Rouse the Swarm. They get better in multiples. And I guess we'll take a knife trick and hope to get better removal. This is more like a 3-drop. This is a do-nothing draw spell. Take the dual land here. Probably not going to be played. We will want a surveil land, but we'll want either green-white or green-black. The Scouring Storm Soul. And it might just be the land here. Can we wield this? I'm not particularly high on either Eerie Gravestone or Crowell. The Eerie Gravestone is better with Villainous Wrath, but I think it'd be better to just pick up the dual land now. Make sure we can splash Remarkable Readings easily. And Nil is fabulous. We have 7 villains, so he'll definitely have targets. And Terrific Team Up is better removal that we're hoping we can replace Knife Trick with. Other options in this pack are Tethix and Chizak and Knife Trick. All of those are definitely weaker than Nil and Terrific Team Up, so we'll see if they wheel. Scorvus is playable. He's not what I want in a 4-mana card. I would definitely prefer the prized fighter. That makes a treasure token. But fits the curve right here. We'll take that over the Wekdu. We will pick up the Eerie Gravestone here. Hope not to play it, honestly. Another clandestine work. Take an uncommon for the vault. And figure out our build. So we ended up with a surprising lack of fixing, given that we are green. Zan can go fetch a land. The Scout the City can fetch a land technically off something in Mills. We'll cut Knife Trick prematurely and Vine Woven Chariot. We'll cut something, we'll cut 1 work. I think we still will want to run Mothwing Shroud. Goodbye, Eerie Gravestone. Cut Grow Extra Arms for now. 2-drop slot looks solid. Put Terrific Team Up over there. Then Caress our Wrath in our removal pile here. Scorvus is a creature we will probably want to cut. Our 4-drop slot is already pretty full with better creatures. And Zan is probably not going to be cast for 5, but we'll leave him there for now. Let's look at our sources before we choose our last picks. We have 7, 8 green. That might not be enough. We have 7 swamp plus Fine Woven Chariot. I guess we have 9. If we consider that we will make a land come to the battlefield with Zan and can grab a swamp with Fine Woven Chariot. So it's like 9 black sources, 8 green sources, and then 3, 4, 5 white sources. I don't think we want less than 5 white sources if we're going to splash both Remarkable Readings and Mothwing Shroud. And then Clandestine Work and Scout the City can help us get those sources. I do think we can cut a swamp for a forest, since the forest can help us grab swamps turn 3 technically if we have something to enweb with Zan, or if we slam down the chariot and spend one of our forests. So we need 2 more. Probably not to grow extra arms. It's a little awkward with Villainous Wrath, plus our 2 mana creatures have things to do with a lot of mana. 6 mana unweb with Clutter Cluster. Caracals can pump himself already, and we can spend mana with Merciless Enforcers. So, is it another Clandestine Work or Eerie Gravestone? I think it's another Knife Trick, and then either Gravestone or Clandestine Work. I think Gravestone can be awkward because it could put our white sources or Remarkable Readings in the graveyard, so let's take one more Clandestine Work. Alright, that's the deck. Let's get into it. No turn 2 play. We'll go fetch a Plains with our Fine Woven Chariot next turn. Is where we can slam down the Rouse the Swarm. We will have reach, so we can block that City Pigeon, even if he gives it first strike. No blocks, we'll just have to take 2. If he attacks with the Free Strider Aces, then I will through with the Chariot. Block that creature. Alright, even if he has a combat trick, I'd rather him spend it here. Nope. This gives us a 2/3 for our vehicle. Alright, Margot will eventually need to die, but we do not need to rush that. We can play out a common crook and hold up our sanctuary here. Or hold up terrific team up, play out sanctuary so that we have surveillance. I will trade common crook for a crime scene instructor here. I imagine he'll put the counters on Margot instead of City Pigeon. So we should still be able to block City Pigeon. And now that is a nicer target for a removal. However, Tethix is on the field, so we can blast Margot now. And then Damien Caress his Tethix next. Okay, I guess we'll draw first to see what we get. Don't need lands. Play that out and take 4 damage this turn. Unfortunately, he will be able to put 2 on 1 counters on something after we wrath the field. And it looks like he's holding up cards. So, wrathing might not actually be correct here. Let's, I guess, Damien Caress and then Rouse. Do we take 1 more hit of 4 damage? If he has +4/+4, we're dead. But we'll gain life back up to 9 with another Rouse the Swarm. I guess we gain life off this. So I think it's better to Rouse the Swarm. One, 2, 3, 4. We'll be 1 mana short of playing Damien Caress. And now if he has +4/+4, we will live. So let's pass here. Take 1 more hit for 4 damage. And then, even after we Damien Caress, we will be able to remove his pigeon with Knife Trick. Polonius. Okay, that just kills our token. So now it's looking like Wrath. He will unfortunately get Margot back, but we should be able to remove it with either Knife Trick or Damien Caress. Alright, let's mill something other than Remarkable Readings. Cool. Hopefully he slams Tethix counters down on Margot before we remove it. He does. Nice. Tapped out. He technically will have the ability to +2/+2, but we have 6 mana because we have a villain. We'll be able to perform a damning caress on his Margot if he can protect it. Let's just pay 2. Destroy this. Do we have any villains in our graveyard at this time? We have a common crook. He does have a lively leak. That is okay. All right. One, 2, 3, 6, 7. We'll be one short of playing nil if we surveil. Okay, the clutter cluster. So it looks like we're going to enweb here. Gain some more life. Get 3 bodies on the board. Pretty good, considering we have 2 Rouse the Swarms. So we have gained a lot of life. We've gained 2 off Damning Caress, 3 off multiple Rouse the Swarms, and then just gained life off our Clutter Cluster as well. This time work. Let's see if we can hit a plains. We can. It's tapped. So we'll probably play Rouse the Swarm first. Alternatively, we can get Lurking Lizards out and then Rouse the Swarm and Remarkable Readings will both pump him. So let's actually do that. Let's get the Suburban Sanctuary down. Play the Lurking Wizards. And probably just take 4 here if he plays any creature that can crew the Carriage of Dreams. Terminus of Return. Interesting. So that will be a lot of value if we get to that point in the game. We don't have the best beatdown. Nor do we have any exile. That could definitely be a problem. So this would make a 3/2 reach. I think we want to do Remarkable Readings. One of these swamps. Threaten more damage back. Okay. Slow. 4 mana to not affect the board. So we're going to try and position ourselves in such a way that the opponent dies before he starts bringing back creatures with the Terminus of Return. We'll attack for 6 again. We'll just take it, to be honest. We'll have life gain and removal. This has indestructible, but it can be removed with Mothwing Shroud. What was he saying Oops about? Accidentally tapping the Terminus? So 3, 5, 6. We want to play Rouse the Swarm. And then we'll have 2 mana left, so we might as well use the effect of Remarkable Readings this turn. Okay. Knockback for 10, that's pretty good. Now we have a reach creature in case he does have some scary attack. But as it stands, he only has 8 power on board. Global, okay. He surveils, he doesn't deny. And a creature will attack alone. So he'll probably attack with just the Carriage of Dreams. Make it into a 5/4, and then we won't be able to block profitably with our spider. Oh. He's gonna pay so that we can't block that. So 5, we'll attack for 8 trample. It might be worth trading for his Carriage of Dreams here, even though it reduces the damage we can do with Remarkable Readings. We do not want to in-web working in lizards, but creating a bunch of spiders would be nice. So I think we'll give up a 1/1 token here, honestly. Technically giving up 2 because he'll be able to eat 1 with Probel. So we'll also gain life off this. I think that's correct. So he can start activating Terminus, but he won't get that creature till his upkeep. And what is the only thing he can fetch? The vehicle? I don't want to hover his graveyard just yet. If he has a playable, I'll assume that he'll want to Eerie Gravestone mill cards to see if he has a better target than what he currently has in his graveyard, and play that out. But he's hovering over his Terminus like he's going to activate it exactly this turn. He has the mana too. 3, 6, 7. And it just scoops. Okay, it's not sorcery speed, so he could have activated it during our turn, but I guess he felt like he had seen enough to leave. I don't think the game was over for him. He could have gotten something off Eerie Gravestone, not knowing his deck, but he could have gotten a creature off that. He had a card in hand, potentially. And board state was not such that he was going to die that turn. Keepable. Guess we'll play Clutter Cluster first. Hopefully hit a land and web with Zon. Get another color with Fine Woven Chariot. We do not. Alright, so he couldn't actually kill the Clutter Cluster. Clutter Cluster, nice. We would have liked to see a swamp or a plains there more, but we can still get both creatures here if we use a web. Put Clutter Cluster back in our hand, which would be a 4/5 with both Rouse the Swarms, by the way. And fetch a plains. We'll attack with Zan. I think no need to make a play pre-combat. And we could play Rouse the Swarm now, but I think it's better to play Working Wizards, Fine Woven Chariot, and go in web with Clutter Cluster next turn, ideally. Let's go get a swamp. Kafan. Okay. Ideally, he lets this through. Doesn't want to give us his Kafan. Nice. And now we get to unweb for a lot of value. This will also make the Working Lizards larger. Say that 3 times fast. Working Lizards larger. Working Lizards larger. Working Lizards larger. And we'll end our turn. These spiders are all going to get pumped by Rouse the Swarm. As will... Oh, I guess Clutter Cluster's real cost is 2 mana. The in web doesn't count. It's kind of like here, like even if you pay 3 in web, because the regular cost is 5, it pumps Working Lizards. So this doesn't pump Working Lizards, but it will as soon as we slam down Zan. Alright. So that is a villain. We can bring it back with nil. 4, 6, 7. Let's just slam Zan as is. Get another swamp. And hold on to our removal for now. $23 life is plenty to weather this storm, and it looks like he's gonna sit back to try that. Anyways, okay. Rouse the Swarm's gonna come out, pump our team. Make lurking lizards larger. Make lurking lizards larger. Make lurking lizards larger. Now we can actually bring back the lizards if we wanted to, but we've played just about every like 4 mana plus spell we have, so it's probably better to bring back the Caracols. The only other upside or consideration, I think, is that Remarkable Readings would be able to pump up a trample creature if we bring back the lizards. So we have Remarkable Readings and the Archivist and Damning Caress and Terrific Team Up left. Maybe it is correct to bring back the lizards. Let's do this. Good game, okay. Is he dead? We have 3, 6, 7 creatures. He has 2 to block. 5 get through. We do... yeah. 9 damage. So unless he had something in hand, he was done so. Alright, this deck's doing pretty good. I believe one of the things that's held us back this set has been trying to play exactly 2 colors. When, especially in the green decks, you can pretty easily play 3 colors. There is Remarkable Readings. We'd like a 2-drop. But we'll definitely... okay, there's a 2-drop. I was going to say definitely keep this hand. Goro will destroy Clutter Cluster if we fight. Because Clutter Cluster is a spider. If he attacks, we'll just let it through. But if he doesn't, still good for us because that's another creature to pump Remarkable Readings with. Oh, okay. He has Mothwing Shroud. Funny thing is, if we wanted to, we could potentially Mothwing Shroud his Mothwing Shroud to get our Mothwing, to get our Clutter Cluster back. That's probably not going to come up. Let's play Vinewoven Chariot. Pay to fetch a land. So we have a white. We have double black. We have double green. We got another forest. Okay, yikes. He'll draw a card off that. We cannot Damning Caress it just yet. So we'll pass here. And we will be able to crew our Vinewoven Chariot. with 2 of our tokens, so that he can't just attack in here again and get another card. We're starting to get to scary mana. Okay, that's less scary to see than something like Olesos and Pros. That's a good card. Launcher on the road. Brings it back. Fortunately, he can't play it this turn. That's also okay to see. Okay. Best thing to do here is probably just be mana efficient, kill his Gororel. 3/6, you can make flyers then. And then just re-equip. So is it actually terrific team up? Let's kill it. We will be able to kill the Watcher on the road unless he plays and equips in the same turn with Knife Trick. And even if he does, we have a backup terrific target. Should be able to hit him for at least 5. If he equips his Steel Web Surveyor with Angler Shield here, we'll crew Vinewoven Chariot and trade just like we will with Goro. But he actually slams down a Chizak. Okay, we do need to factor in Hex. We remove that, so play another Swamp. Three. So do we have to kill it now on our turn? I don't think we can prevent him drawing a card. So 3/6 mana. We'll have 4 mana left over. Play this. What am I saying? Yeah, if we crew, we have 4 mana left over. We can pay this and pay Ward. And then we're hitting him for 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus 2 is 2. That would be enough. That's actually probably the play. Terrific team up. 1 or 2 creatures we control. I think we only have to play Ward once. Back in for 5 here. We'll still be able to crew the Chariot. Mob Lookout. Okay, he's refusing to play the Watcher, probably so that he can get more villains like Mob Lookout on the field for more 3/3s. Okay, gets rid of land. Making that into 3/2 could make it awkward for combat purposes. Okay, he's tapped out. We'll definitely be spending Knife Trick next turn to kill his Watcher on the road. Okay. We will trade for a 1/1 token here. That's an interesting attack. 3/6 mana. I don't think we want to play nil yet anyways, so we'll pay the 2. We probably should have attacked with one of our 1/1s after pumping it to be a 4/4 this turn. But we played our land post casting the Bane marked land in. Two, 5, yeah, he should have 4 more damage right now. That could definitely be the determining factor in this match. It's gonna make little flyers and then be able to equip them. Ooh, he actually plays ref first. Let's pump Mob Lookout. If he equips his Mob Lookout here now, was it equip 2 or 3? I don't want to hover, give him any ideas. Then he will be able to attack in. He may be just grabbing a mana value 2 or less from his graveyard though, yeah. Another Mob Lookout. Maybe he has a land in hand he wants to get rid of. The scariest possible thing would be like another Goro in his hand. He discards. Nope, it's a land. He did want to get rid of it. Equip 2, okay. Let's play nil. Get back another Leonin. Play a Leonin. Make what, one of our 1/1s large? Probably should have attacked with a chariot as well. Yeah, if we had 4 more damage, attacked with a chariot as well, then I think we could be racing his flyers more profitably here. Okay, we'll tighten up from here. We're playing fast and loose. I think those are definitely 2 significant mistakes we made there. Go through. Just slam the lane down. We don't really have any ways to connive. Okay, they'll be tapped. At least. Okay. We could actually Mothwing Shroud his principal ref and get in for a lot of damage here. Is that the play? If he had 4 more damage, or 7 more damage, that would definitely be a big consideration. I guess. Through with our nil. Make a 1/1 large. Attack with everything but the 1/1. now is probably the best too. Mothwing Shroud has shield. Okay, I hope we can navigate our way out of this. Yeah, definitely should be dead by this point, or in just a much worse position. What's gonna happen? You're gonna make mistakes. The best you can do is try and tighten up and still navigate to victory. Horus is big, no attacks. We can pump for 5, so we can get to 8 toughness. He has only 5 power. So let's put this on a 1/1. 7. Yeah, so 6 is out of range. Okay, interesting. Just slam the land down here. And end of his turn, Surveil. Kumanoso, okay. It's one of the best draws I think he could have. Will he attack? Try to draw a card. He doesn't have vigilance. Nope, he does not. So he'll remove a blocker to potentially add 1 off drawing it, as long as it's a 2-drop. Set a stop on our upkeep. We'll take a Merciless Enforcers. We can just ping him to death with that. So we have 4, 8, 9 mana. He has 3 blockers. We have 5 attackers. So to main, play this. Do we need to pump? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Any 2 get through and he's dead. I guess he could have something in hand. This feels right. Okay. Now we'll just ping him. That should be game. Nice. Ooh. Quite a few mistakes that game, but we still got there before he could draw his way back into the game. Nice, and that's actually a perfect 4-0. So we'll take our gems and we'll run. We will see you next time.